Within the ever-changing realm of personal finance, individuals frequently find themselves in circumstances that require them to have credit solutions that are both flexible and easily available. The line of credit offered by Netcredit is an example of a financial product that is meant to cater to the many types of requirements that customers have. The purpose of this video is to provide attendees with a comprehensive grasp of what a Netcredit line of credit is and how it operates. What is Netcredit line of credit? The Netcredit line of credit is a financial instrument that is made available by Netcredit, which is a prominent online lender that specializes in providing personal loans and lines of credit. The difference between a line of credit and regular installment loans is that the former offers borrowers a revolving credit limit, which enables them to borrow funds up to a maximum amount that has been initially determined. Key features of Netcredit line of credit. Revolving credit limit. It is the rotating nature of the Netcredit line of credit that is the most important element of this product. A credit limit is assigned to borrowers once they have been accepted, and they are able to borrow funds up to this level whenever they require it. Due to the fact that the available credit is replenished as repayments are made, borrowers are able to maintain access to money without having to reapply for a new loan. Flexible borrowing. It is possible for borrowers to withdraw any amount that falls within their credit limit, which provides them with the ability to exercise control over their financial requirements. This flexibility is especially helpful when it comes to managing expenses that are difficult to foresee or correcting financial shortfalls that may appear through unexpected circumstances. No prepayment penalties. Borrowers who have a Netcredit line of credit are able to repay their outstanding balance at any time without being subject to financial penalties for making early payments. Borrowers are given the ability to reduce their interest payments by paying off their debts ahead of time thanks to this provision. Transparent terms and fees. Transparency is a priority for Netcredit when it comes to its terms and costs. Before accepting the line of credit, borrowers are given transparent information regarding the payment terms, interest rates, and fees associated with the line of credit. This enables them to make informed decisions regarding their finances. Online application and management. Borrowers benefit from the convenience of the online application process for the Netcredit line of credit, which simplifies the application process. It is possible for applicants to obtain approval without physically visiting a location, since they can fill out forms, submit appropriate evidence, and receive approval. Once their application has been granted, borrowers have the ability to manage their line of credit using an online interface where they can check their balance, make payments, and access account information around the clock. How Netcredit line of credit works. Application and approval. Individuals are required to submit an online application through the Netcredit platform in order to get the process started. Personal information, financial information, and employment information are some of the types of information that are normally required for the application. The application is evaluated by Netcredit, and the company may conduct a credit check in order to determine whether or not the borrower is creditworthy. Credit limit determination. Borrowers are given a credit limit after they have been approved for the loan. This limit is determined by a number of variables, including the borrower's income, credit history, and general financial profile. The greatest amount that the borrower is permitted to access at any given moment is denoted by the credit limit that has been assigned to them. Accessing funds. Borrowers are able to gain access to cash once the credit line has been established by making withdrawals without exceeding the credit limit that has been allowed. The monies can be put to a variety of uses, including repaying expenses incurred in an emergency, paying bills, or managing day-to-day financial demands. Repayments. The Netcredit line of credit is governed by a system that requires a minimum payment each month. The minimum payment, which includes interest and a portion of the principal balance, must be made on the due date, and borrowers are expected to make at least the minimum payment. When it comes to keeping a positive credit history and assuring continuing access to the line of credit, making payments on time on a consistent basis is really essential. Interest charges. Only the interest that is accrued on the outstanding balance is charged to the borrower. There is a possibility that the interest rate will change depending on the borrower's creditworthiness, as well as the terms that were agreed upon throughout the application process. When borrowers want to evaluate the total cost of borrowing money and make educated decisions about their finances, it is essential for them to have a solid understanding of the interest charges. Credit line management. A web-based portal is available to borrowers for the purpose of managing their Netcredit line of credit. The monitoring of available credit, the analysis of transaction history, and the making of payments are all included in this function. It is possible to contribute to a positive credit profile by practicing responsible credit management, which includes maintaining balances within the allowed limit and making payments on time. Credit limit adjustments. There is a possibility that Netcredit will conduct periodic reviews of the borrower's credit history and financial circumstances. Following the completion of this evaluation, the creditor could take into consideration modifying the credit limit, either by increasing it or by decreasing it. Benefits of Netcredit line of credit. Flexibility. Because the credit line is revolving, borrowers have the ability to meet their changing financial needs over time. This flexibility is provided by the credit line. A line of credit, in contrast to loans with fixed terms, can be adjusted to accommodate the borrower's ever-changing financial situation. Accessibility. Utilizing the internet platform provided by Netcredit makes the application process as well as account administration more accessible and straightforward. Whether they are at home or on the move, borrowers are able to access their line of credit and manage their finances from the convenience of their own residences. Transparent terms. In order to ensure that borrowers have a complete comprehension of the expenses that are involved with the line of credit, Netcredit places a high priority on remaining transparent regarding its terms and fees. Borrowers are given the ability to make informed selections that are in line with their financial goals when the terms are transparent. No prepayment penalties. Borrowers are encouraged to settle their outstanding balances ahead of schedule when there are no prepayment penalties due to the absence of these penalties, which could result in a reduction in interest expenses. Considerations and responsible use. In spite of the fact that the Netcredit line of credit provides a multitude of advantages, borrowers should practice good financial management in order to get the most out of their experience. Budgeting. Creating a budget is absolutely necessary in order to manage a line of credit in a responsible manner. It is possible to avoid becoming overly dependent on credit by first gaining an understanding of one's financial condition and spending habits. Timely payments. When it comes to preserving a positive credit history and ensuring that you continue to have access to the line of credit, making payments on time is quite essential. Interest awareness. Those who borrow money ought to be aware of the interest rates that are connected to their line of credit in order to make educated judgments regarding borrowing money and to reduce the overall costs of borrowing money. Regular reviews. By conducting regular reviews of the line of credit and evaluating the influence it has on the borrower's overall financial health, borrowers can be assisted in making any necessary adjustments. The Netcredit line of credit is a financial option that consumers who are looking for continual access to funds may take advantage of because it is both flexible and accessible. There are a number of factors that contribute to its popularity among borrowers, including its revolving nature, transparent terms, and online administration capabilities. Through gaining an understanding of the operation of the Netcredit line of credit and embracing appropriate financial habits, individuals are able to make use of this financial instrument to fulfill their ever-changing requirements while simultaneously retaining control over their financial well-being.